everybody, and welcome back to an edition of the Rising Legends, our first ever D&D campaign.
Below that,
course,
I want to broadcast to others. Nothing.
Only.
I, of course, am kind of a beloved overlord, a Rudiger extraordinaire, developed team with me. I'm joined by the flamboyant flyer, Flutter 98.
Coding! Maujiste.
The Crimson and Pfizer Cody Crimson.
I died today.
Maybe.
I don't know how many times I've died.
More
I
Chrome.
think I've died
No.
so many times.
We don't want to hear your life story. The Spirit King Hiiro.
Oh, well, I mean, as soon as my tab finishes loading and my connection is interrupted, I'm going to be chasing down a goblin tonight.
We of course have our DM Markus, but we also have a new guest here. We discussed about bringing him in, and our DM decided to have him listen in on the fun. And for tonight, you've heard him guest star on the roundup up on a few occasions. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Mr. Sentaimaster.
What?
Oh,
I am here to roll dice and kick ass. And I don't have my dice now.
Technically, you're not here to do anything. You're just here to listen and us.
I know.
you're just here to listen to our normal bullshitting.
No, you were.
Trust me,
you get to
I've been
listen to
there.
the voice in my head.
Yeah.
Listen to the voices in my head.
Oh, so basically, I'm basically I'm ghosting.
That's fair.
Basically.
I guess. Well, so here's the deal for those watching. As you're already aware, or if not, then you really should be paying attention to our videos. Ulti sadly
There we are.
will not be able to continue the campaign with us for the time being due to surprise, the coronavirus. Yes. However, our lovely DM suggested the idea of bringing in someone to take her place if she is not able to resume playing with us once we are done with the Sunlit Citadel.
Well, actually, let's clarify this. With that invitation, I don't ever invite a player based on another player coming back. So if Ulti comes back, Sentaimaster will still remain in the game. This is just so for sure you have a party of no joke, a party of 5 in the next campaign. So but it's not just so he's aware and you're aware. It's if Ulti comes back, there'll just be a party of 6. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
There. Okay, and set.
I guess we're a 5-man.
Sentai, I'm gonna have to ask you to hold back on those references here. We're the only ones. We are the only ones who are gonna get. Yeah, those references are gonna go. Right over our DM's head.
Oh yeah.
Whatever you say, Peanuts.
Anyway.
Now, before we start, has everyone updated their character sheets?
Yes, I have.
Let me take a look here.
And if I am not wrong in assuming, I think it's 2,700 for the next level, I believe.
It is 2,700 for the next level. You're correct.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I had that number written down.
And-
Okay, and currently.
And I only see maybe one issue, and that is, it looks like, Flutter, you increased your max hit points, did you? But I don't think you increased your current. So we're going to bump you up by, I believe, 9. So that'll put you at 14.
Yeah.
Still have your
Alright.
damage, but since you hit the level, everyone needed to bump up to the amount that they would have gained for level 3. So I got you. You're good.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, it's basically note your current damage, and then as soon as you finish updating, just take that one out. That's literally what I did when I was setting it up.
Either one.
So,
Go ahead.
so basically, I'm not playing. I'm just observing, basically.
Basically,
Yes.
for something you're just more observing us do our thing.
This is like I called it auditing. You're just so you understand like how we play. There's not really any. The only house rule really I think that we have in effect, 2 actually. One is that we have because it's several people's first time playing, I'm being nice with the hit points. And each level we aren't rolling, we're taking the max hit points and adding it to your hit point total.
Yep.
That's not really rules as written, but it's easy and it helps for pad new players making mistakes. We also have card decks for critical fails and critical hits. Critical fails for the party and the monsters, and a separate critical deck for monsters, and a critical hit deck for monsters, and a critical hit deck for players. And they are, it would be like this. If someone had a critical fail right now, I would take a card and I would drop it in. And let's say it was, I don't know, let's say it was slash melee damage. You get this. On the rebound, your weapon bounces off your target and strikes you in the face. Take the weapon's damage and you have disadvantage on your next attack. So we have cards that have special effects if you have a critical hit or a critical fail. Other than that, mostly it's rules as written.
Okay.
So are we, do you want to recap of what we've done, DLBot?
Hang on. I'm currently trying to find a find the proper gift to go with one of my new ability.
Okay, while you're doing that, can I recap for both of your listeners and for...
Oh, of course, yes, go ahead, go.
So, the party gathered together outside, most of them anyway, met on their way into a town called Oakhurst several days ago. Outside this town, they stopped a group of kobold bandits attacking a traveling merchant cart. Vanquishing them, they followed into Oakhurst, kind of together as a party. When they got into the tavern, when they got into Oakhurst, they met Nyx, the rogue, who right now appears to be an elf, if I'm correct. They don't know yet. He's actually a changeling, can change his face, etc. Backstory in the Discord. In this town, they got a quest from the owner of the general store, Carolyn Hercule. Her son and daughter had been part of a party who had delved into the Sunless Citadel, a sunken fortress down away from town, several hours away from town, that is actually literally sunken into the earth inside a ravine. She offered a reward if they were to either bring back her children or at least bring back their signet rings to prove that they had perished. They've done so. When they got into the Sunless Citadel, they've first diplomatically helped out the goblin tribe that is warring with the kobold tribe that is warring with the goblins here, and took on a quest to go retrieve a white dragon wormling that was their pet, and the goblins had stolen their pet. They made it some way into the goblin area of the citadel, recovered Calcrix, the white dragon wormling, after a fight, and a fairly close fight, actually, and brought it back. The reward they asked for was a key to a door that they had found earlier in the Citadel that was in the shape of a dragon's head with a keyhole in the mouth. They followed this. They got the key as the reward, which was given by Yustral, the Kobold chieftain. They followed that down a long passageway, solving a riddle and avoiding somewhat traps. When they got to the end of this hallway, they found a dragon relief covered sarcophagus that was latched down and closed, and they also met the ire of a very mischievous imp that, once it realized was outnumbered, went invisible and continued to taunt them invisibly. However, Gears, the Warforged Paladin, using his divine sense, sensed the imp and shish kebabbed it with a javelin. The party decided to not open the sarcophagus because it had to be locked for a reason. They left the hallway, relocked it with the key, and continued into the goblin area on their main quest line. The room they are currently in was filled with goblins, and they have dispatched them all. One goblin has gone through this door in the top left and escaped, and that is where we're at. I'm going to move past Namia's turn, and if everyone's ready, we are going to begin with Flair's turn next in the turn order.
Well,
Are we good? Everybody good?
Mhm.
Let's.
Almost.
Well, you can do
I
your
mean-
thing while we do. You got your
Yeah.
turn's not for two other players.
Right. All right.
So
A quick question, GM. You said I had to pick one more spell to be
have
highlighted
to-
with the red,
You have to ready 3 of your first level spells. Yes.
and I currently have 2, right?
I believe you have Thunderous and Searing Smite as your 2.
All right.
And obviously, while that's happening, the best I can do right now is, even if I move diagonally, is move right up to the door. The best I can do right now.
So because what's your speed?
30.
And you were here.
I think I was right below the bar. Wait, no, I was either right below the bar or something like
No,
that.
you were right here, I think, below. So 5,
Yeah.
10, 15, 20,
Oh, I could move.
25. So you're here, right?
Yes, I could.
So 5. Hold on. So yeah, 5.
Actually, I could move it further in.
Yeah, 5. Then 10, 15, 20, 25. You can move 5 feet in the door.
Alright, so then I guess I will end up doing that. Oh! All
right. Well, let me tell you what you see, and the other
Shit!
people understand. Everyone
Oh!
else, you just saw the wizard barrel. He was not having a good night and was not going to let that goblin get away and barrel through that door. And what you see is this. A circular shaft. I've described this room before. It's just you're coming at it from another way. You peeked in without being noticed. Your rogue did earlier. A circular shaft pierces the floor of this 40-foot diameter domed chamber. Dim violet light. It's gonna be violent. Dim violet light shines out of the shaft, revealing sickly white and gray vines that coat the walls of the shaft. The light is supplemented by 4 lit wall torches set equidistant around the periphery of the chamber. A crudely fashioned stone throne sits against the curve of the northwest wall. A large iron chest serves as the throne's footstool. A sapling grows in a wide pot next to the throne. In the throne, you see a very large. This creature looks. Actually, roll me a. How about a history check there, Mr.
Quickly.
Mr. Wizard?
And
Mr.
there
Wizard.
there we go.
That's good enough. You recognize these larger creatures as hobgoblins. There is one that you see, and I know everyone else probably can't see this ping, or can't see what I'm pinging, but right here is the throne with a much larger looking goblin, most likely hobgoblin, most likely the one that is in charge as he's on the throne. Next to him is this pot with this sapling that grows. A goblin stands very close next to him, and 3 other hobgoblins stand around the room, and the goblin that just entered in the turn before has just made it in and is still a little winded from the dash into the room. Now you've moved. I am going to let you take an attack since you ran in before I add them to the turn order. Then we can continue combat as normal.
So obviously, now noticing that basically I can make this reference as I'm in danger. Now knowing that I am in physical danger, since I recently just got this, I'm going to go for casting a. Let's see. I'm going to go for casting. Yes.
All right. 3 illusionary duplicates shall appear in your spaces until the ends duplicates move with you. Okay, and mimic your actions. Possible to track which image is real. Okay, so I'm going to do this on your token. We are going to put. There's 1 mirror image. There's 2 mirror images, and there is the ninja head will be 3. So that's how we know how many are there. All right. Till the spell ends, they move with you. It's impossible to track which is. You can use your action to dismiss them. Each time a target targets you with an attack during your spell's duration, roll a d20 to determine whether the attack's target or one of yours. If you have 3, you must roll a 6 higher to change. If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll 6 or higher to change the attack's target to the duplicate. 2 duplicates, 11. Okay.
It's basically the AC for the duplicates. It's my AC because I don't have any dex modifier, so it's basically my AC.
Okay, so you're looking at a.
It's still
is it
10 overall.
Is it 10? Okay.
Yes, it's 10.
All right. Okay. That's your action. I'm going to roll them into the turn order. Actually, you know what? Shit. We're not going to do that. We are going to start a new initiative because remember I effed up the.
Oh yeah.
So we are going to do that to make it fair because the turn order, the initiative is not the correct initiative. So everyone roll initiative.
All right.
Click your token first and then roll initiative.
I mean, what is it? I mean,
still roll even though you're not in there.
Yeah,
you just can't do anything.
Still, yeah. I was gonna say.
Guys,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see what's going on here.
Oh, you can't see the map?
Oh, all I see is black.
Oh, okay. Yes, and that's why, because he has no light.
How are we gonna do that?
Let me figure out if this will work then, because everyone's gonna have enough light to see that.
So I'm actually playing.
You are in. This has got dynamic lighting.
Yeah.
So based on what the token's light can see. So tell me if this works for you. It's in the top left corner of the map. Does everybody see the goblin room now?
Hang on.
I only see the goblin room. That's all I see.
Okay.
Right
Okay.
I don't see anything.
The door. Well, the door that's to the left of us.
I believe that is the point. We're not supposed to see anything else besides what we're currently seeing.
All right. So we're gonna do this.
Well, at least for the players, not for.
We are going to do this because I didn't think about that. I am going to create a Right now, don't worry about this character sheet except for other than it is.
Okay, it's just going to be a slight.
I'm going to make a character sheet for you with. Actually, no, I don't know what I'll do. I've got one that I was using to test with. It's my monk. That I have from another. It's my monk. It's my monk from another game. So let me do this. I believe he's actually off screen somewhere.
Somewhere.
Am I okay? I'm trying to understand here. I'm just observing. I'm not actually playing with you guys.
You're not. This is after this campaign is going to be when. And actually, I want to talk to you about that after the game. I have an idea about how to introduce your character.
Okay.
But that's something I like to talk to you about, you and me, away from everybody, because I think it'll be a fun reveal if we do it the way I want to do it. But let me. We are going to meet. This is advanced.
Yeah, so for temporary purposes, this will just be like you'll just kind of be watching us do stuff until.
Before you ask, no, Sentaimaster, you can't pull. It's me, Austin, and like Vince McMahon.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna leave that kind of joke to Maddie. Thank you.
Just making sure. Anyway.
Okay.
That's better.
All right. So that token that's there, it doesn't really represent anything, but you can move it around. You should be able to move it around with your cursor. Can you go ahead and try that so that see if you can click. If you click and drag, it is the one that's moving on the screen right now. Do you see that one?
Yeah, now I see it.
All right, so if you click and drag on it, you should be able to move it around the screen. I just want to make sure you can do it. Okay. So since I'm going to move you, this is the room they're in. They cleared all the goblins from. Since I'm going to move you there because that's where the action is happening right now.
Yeah,
all right.
So you can see what's going on in here.
Yeah. By the way, the hobgoblins are going to go on the same turn since there's 3 of them.
All right.
I must ask this out of sheer curiosity. Are any of these hobgoblins voiced by Mark Hamill?
I was just gonna ask that myself.
Oh my god!
Wouldn't that be cool? But no.
It would. Oh, I mean,
for some reason I get Mark Hamill in here. That'd be
awesome.
That would just mind blowing.
Yeah.
Sorry, DM's got a lot of NPCs running here, so give me a moment and I'll get everybody in the turnover.
Alright, and finally, I think I've got that last gift ready to go.
I still need some gifts for my new abilities, but I mean.
So it looks like the turn order. It looks like your bard is first up.
So does anyone else want to come in here? Because I'm in danger.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have run ahead, you chap.
Yeah, well, a goblin pissed me off, so.
That was a purely an emotional response. All right. Now, how far was that movement? Is that your full movement?
Yes, I believe so.
All right. And what do you wish to do? You walk in and run right past Flair, and see the hobgoblins room, and they have prepared themselves to defend their chieftain.
And
all right.
There we go.
Okay, we're good.
All right.
Okay, so what are you gonna do?
So I'm going to try one of my new spells, Earth Tremor, on the goblins that are nearest, like the one that's.
You might want to read that.
Read the spell first before you do that, because I think you may choose to not.
Okay, spells.
If Tremor is an AoE.
Oh, wait, let's see. Earth Tremor, range of 10 feet.
Okay, and bada bing, bada boom. Got it. And I've picked my final whole spell.
All right.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, now because it says target each creature other than you. So yeah, that would mean that it would also
Yeah,
be.
'cause I just put up the effort of making clones. I don't think I want to have to get rid of them 2
No,
seconds later after making.
No, you won't. No, you don't. Yeah. Okay, and then. Instead, I am going to try out Mind Thrust.
Okay. What's your target?
The goblin, the goblin next to me.
Okay.
Hobgoblin, you mean?
Yeah, the hobgoblin next to me. Okay, so wait, whoops. Cancel the rock spell.
Oh, that reminds me. Is there any music playing?
Oh, you're right. We have to do
We have to do that.
the fight music, don't we?
Yep.
All right, Bill. Intelligence save. All right, and that's poor. It's low rolls, unfortunately. But let's see if the intelligence save works for. No. And it can only use its action to dash or disengage on its next turn. So, well, he is kind of a little bit crippled, like my mind.
All right.
And takes 4 points of damage.
All right.
All right. Do you have anything you want to do as your bonus action?
I would also like to slash him with my rapier.
Can't do a spell attack, and
okay.
That's your action.
If
Your
that's the case, yeah.
bonus action available it would be Bardic Inspiration at this point.
Oh right. Okay, so no.
Okay.
Nothing.
All right. Erky sees what's going on, and he will travel 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He can't quite get to the door. And that is his turn. Next, it is your turn.
5, 10, 20, 25. I can just make him the door.
You'll need to get yourself here is okay or here is okay. That's
Probably.
considered. I know you're showing in the wall, but that's considered a square in the room. So either one of those.
Probably
Is
this.
fine. Okay.
Yeah. So,
I believe the term
Is it
for rushing in after her immediately finishing a battle is, I believe the human term is foolhardy.
This is the one time I don't give a damn about the terms.
And your action.
so the second I need to check out the range on bolts from the grave. I think it's 30 feet. Yep, 30 feet of this.
Oh,
I want to first on my action.
yes. Don't mind me. I'm just figuring out. I was just figuring out what I was gonna do.
By the way, a quick question on a character.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because we leveled up, is our health still the same after we finish the fight?
I adjusted your hit points by increasing your current hit points up to the point you gained for the level. Yours is correct.
Hopefully mine should be since I should help me with enough that kind of stuff.
So in other words,
I'm going to
when we level up, our health doesn't immediately recover back fully.
No, did that on level 2 by mistake. That's why I told you guys I did that, but it wouldn't happen as a rule.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to take my short bow and aim at this hobgoblin.
Got it.
All right.
No whammies.
short bow, good shot. That definitely hits.
Damn.
And
the sneak attack damage.
it'll always roll it because that way you don't have to worry about if you have sneak attack. That way you don't have to worry about an additional roll.
5 piercing
I'm
on
sorry?
the target, then bonus
five-
action to disengage.
Okay.
And since I took the cunning action, I can use bolts from the grave. Okay. You do a ranged spell attack.
Hold on. You actually can't disengage because you already used your full movement level.
Oh.
You got no movement left.
I can still take the disengage action, I believe.
Um.
On my bonus action, no. Using.
Well, disengage, I believe, and I will check because I will not say I've memorized every rule, but I will check that and see if that is true. I thought it needed some of your action to be available, but we'll see.
I'll stick with that. Okay.
Yeah, all the disengage action says is your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn. Doesn't say you have to move after that. It just says that's the case. So okay, I will call that a disengage.
And since I took the cunning action, bolts from the grave should proc, since that takes place on the immediately after you take your cunning action.
Alright.
So, ranged spell attack against the same hobgoblin.
Alright, so since this is the first time we've done this, let me check out what we're doing because I believe the issue with that is going to be you cannot do a spell. Let me look, because that's disengage, and then Bolts from a Grave says connection, you can make a range. Okay. That's an attack, specifically a ranged spell attack. You can only take one attack action per turn. It doesn't say it's a bonus attack. It's a ranged spell attack. And you can only take one attack action. That would be way overpowered, honestly, otherwise. Because that would give you 2 attacks potentially every turn. If you want to retcon and do your disengage first and then do the bolts from the grave instead of the short bow, as it's the first time you've used that and we're clarifying the rules on it, you can do that if you prefer to do that instead of the other attack. But I'm not going to tell you if that thing hit or not.
I'd stick with the thing that hit.
Until you make that decision.
Right now. At least for this
I'll just stick with the short bow for now.
Short bow hits. Good call, because that other one would not have. So, does damage to the hobgoblin. They're both the ones that have been hit are both still very upright. Flair, as we're back in the turn order, it is now your turn again.
Okay. So, this goblin's going to be feeling some heavy searing pain because I remembered that I still have a spell slot for first, so I'm going to be using, well, let's just say, Burning Hands on him.
Oh, this one here? Oh, the one you chased down?
Yeah, the one that I chased down.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He's dead. He's immediately dead. Even with a dex save, half damage, he would be... is it half damage on a dexterity save?
Yes, it is half damage on a dex save.
Yeah, so he would... Doesn't matter. He would die.
If he dies,
Do you wish to...
he dies.
Do you wish to move at all at this point?
I'll probably just stay where I am for now because I don't know what else I'm going to do yet. So I'll just stay where I am.
Okay. The big goblin steps off his throne and says, "How dare you enter my sanctum?" And he comes down here to the first opponent he can reach, which is the bard. And he takes his long sword and attacks. That is 9 slashing. I'm confident that 22 hits. But he also has something called martial advantage. Once per turn, he can deal an extra 2d6 damage to a creature it hits with a weapon attack if it's within 5 feet of an ally. So here goes an additional 2d6.
Oh, it's okay. Damn. That was
So
actually...
take another 6 points of damage, so that would be a total of 14 that you've taken this turn.
Woo!
I believe that puts you at 0, if I'm not mistaken. Flutter.
That's it.
He did.
Of course.
Did we lose him?
He just said his mom, he has to go to the store.
Well, guess what? We can, and but that'll be nice and easy because it's just going to be death saves at this point. So your bard drops.
Boom.
And the hobgoblin chieftain laughs.
He doesn't want to test me right now. I just came off the high of killing a goblin that I was
All
chasing down.
Okay, how far can I move?
You've got 30 feet of movement, so you can move 1. You can move 2, 1, 2, 3. You can move any 3 squares inside the door. I'll move over the goblin commoner out of the way, since he is deed.
Yeah.
So
You could move here. Why don't you go into the room first? Because I don't know that you can see it. So you can move there. You could move here. You could move here. You could actually move 1.
I'll go with moving here.
You could actually move because that's 1 in the room. 2, 3. You could move up close enough to attack this hobgoblin.
Oh, I like that. Let's go with that.
All right. So that would put you there.
Best idea at the moment.
All right. Then. Gentlemen, do you think I should try using one of my smites properly this time?
I mean, now is a better time than any. For sure this time. This is one time that I can say this for sure because these are higher, you know.
Let's try searing this motherfucker.
Obviously, you know what to do. Go for the attack first, and then from there it'll.
So first course hit it, and then click the actual attack thing.
click the attack, and I believe which smite are you going to use?
Searing smite.
Searing.
I believe searing hits is when you make a hit. You do that. So.
All right.
Go for it.
That's a miss.
Damn it!
All right. Namiya can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Sorry, and 30. I got caught up in moving you. Here we go. And Namiya is going to take a shot at the big boy.
The chief that just dropped.
The chief that just dropped somebody. And let's see. So many sheets. All right. Actually, no. She's going to make the shot against this hobgoblin because there's an ally next to the hobgoblin. So short bow. That is definitely a hit.
Whew. Oh, damn.
And then sneak attack damage. Sneak attack didn't matter. That hobgoblin does drop.
Boom.
Arrow finds the hobgoblin's neck and down.
Nice.
Hobgoblin goes. All right. This goblin up here moves to here. And
Okay.
let's see what we got. So on you three at the bottom, this goblin is going to cast Bane.
Alright.
And this
When
is
you're
what
talking
Bane
in
does.
ashes, then you have a mission to die.
Okay.
So,
Oh, shit.
so you need to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw.
No, not you, not you. One,
Us three.
2, 3.
Okay, yeah. Us three.
Ah.
So what's the
The DC is
So obviously need to make sure that I'm ready for this.
11.
Okay. That's too hard, okay. Here we go. Oh, fuck.
All right, Nick saves. Flare does not, and but I mean that's an attack roll, so your spells would still be okay.
Yeah, so if I cast a spell for like for a little bit, then
So all right, and then Namiya will make her charisma save,
alright.
and does not make it. So just remember, she is going to be
Losing, I believe, a D4.
roll
and
D4 to the number rolled for the attack or saving throw. All right. And now it is the hobgoblin's turn. This one here moves up and takes a shot.
Oh boy.
Longsword.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow, that's gonna sting in the morning.
All right. The other one will move up here. I'm going to move the dead one out of the way.
Alright.
And we'll attack. Attack gears.
Doobly.
Misses.
Ow.
And then we are back to Rex's
Ow.
turn.
Is that what I'm
And-
supposed to say? Oh, no, wait, that's only when it's supposed to actually hit.
Oh, talking a little smack early. Here we go.
Here, okay, come on.
Are you ready?
Oh!
Oh!
On a critical fail on a death save, it counts as 2 failures.
Oh, shit.
If someone does not use their action to go and stabilize Mix, then
You mean stabilize the bard.
that's what I meant. Rex, yes, to be X's.
Okay.
Rex, then there will be potentially a first party death.
All
While
right.
he's away, that'd be horrible. But
So here's the thing. Since I'm the one with the clones right now, I should probably be the one to do that, because then it's harder for them to hit me.
that sounds like a fair idea. Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like the most logical thing possible, because it's going to be harder for them to hit me otherwise.
However,
Oh, by the way, wait.
Urki
Sorry.
comes in and sees the bard on the ground and comes
Alright.
over and
Fair enough.
but
Okay.
oh yeah, Urki told you. Urki only had one more spell slot and just used it.
That's
Urki warned you that he only had one spell slot last time, so the bard is
Urki
now
still helps.
up to 8 hit points with that.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, wait,
Wait.
Hiiro, I found you a gift that you can use for that new spell you have involving the mirror clones thing.
I probably already had one in mind. I just didn't. Actually, you know what? I can just grab it right now. Actually, and put it in there.
All right.
I swear to God, if it is body knowledge and calibration, this won't come to you.
Oh, please. I'm not that predictable.
Urky's turns over.
All
Next,
right.
what you gonna do? Making your charisma save earlier, you have no disadvantages on anything. Oh, we're pulling that. That's well past, by the way, your earlier disadvantage from the crit fail. So there you go.
Oh, okay. How exactly? Just for a question, how do you add a gift to one of the spells like mirror?
When you go to the core section of your character sheet under attacks and spellcasting.
No. His doesn't do a thing. The way to do it is at the after the description text is complete.
Right.
You can just put it right after that, like the next line in the description.
So it's like doing the other. It's like doing it for the weapons, except I don't need to put like the little dash, the brackets, and then the gifts.
No, you have to do the same. You have to still do that, but it doesn't show up as text. You just put it at the bottom. So spells have two ways of being presented: either an attack or spell card. If it doesn't affect that doesn't do damage, you set it up as spell card, and it just shows the description. So.
Okay, so I believe I got it set up. I should make sure.
Obvious. Yu-Gi-Oh! Joke.
Please don't.
We already have Flutter for that, please.
All right, next, what you gonna do?
That's still later.
Well, now that I know that to use bolts from the grave, I need to save my attack. I want to try it out.
All right.
Can't exactly do anything, but
you can use your disengage action before you move and still use your bolts from the grave. You just need to do that before you, as long as you do it before.
Yeah.
You just got to do it instead of doing an attack action. Remember, you can break up your movement and your bonus action and your main action anytime you want to. But your main action is, if it's an attack, you can only use bolt of the graves or another attack.
Next is going to move.
This is a pit.
Oh.
Encore pit?
Yeah, you're in the middle of a pit. Anybody watch Parks and Recreation? He fell in the pit.
So you might want to go like over on the other side of
Do I have to get Palutena help?
So you can go. That's 5. Yeah, you can do that. All the spaces that have the walls on them here are considered spaces.
Yeah.
Move 5 feet. Disengage action.
Yep.
Bolts in the grave as I go by him. So essentially, I'm moving up here just to go by him.
Okay. Then roll from to this guy, right?
To the one just above Linnea.
Got it.
Yeah.
Go for it. That is a hit.
Oh my god.
Pulse from the grave.
Necrotic damage.
Ooh.
8 points necrotic, and that sneak probably shouldn't be on there, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. I know that. Yeah.
I think it's going to stay up as a global damage modifier, so it always pops up.
That's fine. That is plenty. So do you want to describe what because they've never seen this before, what this looks like?
Any guys seen I can't even be the anime reference. The finger gun from that one anime.
I know what anime you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
The green ball of necrotic energy pierces the guy's skull.
Oh.
Oof.
And he's gone.
Damn.
Gonzo.
Okay.
So.
All right. I believe that's all of your actions. You do have some movement left if you want to move anywhere. Or if you're good there, then we'll move on to Flare.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, Wizard. Mr. Wizard, it's your turn.
Okay, so I have a choice between one of two spells I want to test here. I don't think I can cast the one because I don't know if it can be cast above first level, so I'm not sure about Chromatic Orb if I can cast it above first or not.
Let me see. Let me look at your sheet real quick. Give me a sec to peek on you, and
Okay. I'll let you do that real quick.
Chromatic Orb. Oh yes. Okay. Any spell you have, you can cast it at the. It may not have an effect at a higher level. It does say this. The damage increases by 1d8. So yes, any spell you have. This is just a general rule. You can cast at its level, or use a higher level spell slot.
All right. Okay, just wanted to make sure of that before I said anything about it. Okay, so let's see here.
Always a fun spell.
The only one that I could think to fit, I can hit like there's two different ones that I can really go for right now if I wanted to hit either one of them. Well, I could go for 3 actually, but one of them's gonna be a bit harder.
What flavor of the rainbow are you going to pick, Hiiro?
I think I'm gonna go for the one that is up.
I mean,
one that's above the pit.
What flavor is your Chromatic Orb?
Oh, the flavor is probably going to be a little thing called acid.
Oh.
Green apple then.
Alright, so let me start.
Who's your target?
Oh, the target is going to be the one above the above us.
All
right.
All right, and
An Alter Ginga.
So.
And that is a hit. And roll your damage.
Oh yeah, this is where the casting comes into play. Okay, the damage for the casting. So this is going to be obviously level 2.
So you get your extra 1 point. Wow, 3d8, very nice. Yeah, he's toast.
This is gone.
and that also removes, because he's not concentrating on the spell, removes the bane from Nemiya and yourself.
There we go.
So he drops. So.
Oh, I was waiting to use that one for a while. I mean, that wasn't a terrible roll. I mean, the extra D8 was terrible, but I mean, the rest of it was pretty all right.
That's a great first level spell.
Oh.
All right. Anything else you can do or need to do?
I believe there is.
You have movement. So. Yes, you have movement.
I'm going to generally start. Let's see. I'm going to start making my way around. Okay, hold on. I'm going to start making my way around the pit to try to get to the other side.
All right, that's 20 feet so far. I'll move the goblin another way. You have another 10 feet if you want to move it.
I'm going to stay here. I'm not going to move it.
Very good. It is the Hobgoblin Chieftain's turn.
Just drop the fucking goblin just like that.
And
oh, hi! Hey there, buddy! Hi!
you just blasted his advisor. He's not happy about that.
I just murdered his advisor right there.
On the upside, he gets a raise because of it, but on the downside, that's several days worth of paperwork, and he's not happy about that.
So he grabs his longsword with both hands.
Oh God!
And swings at you.
Oh!
For
I need to take my 4 o'clock dose.
10 slashing damage.
Yikes! That just drops me like a fucking truck.
Now, because there's not a hobgoblin ally around him, he cannot use the martial advantage he used before.
Thank God.
So That is the end of his turn. All right. Mr. Paladin.
Yes, am I allowed to try with unleashing the Searing Smite again?
You can keep going for it until I
You can. It doesn't. You don't use the spell slot until you actually use it. So
Well
yes.
then, let's try again.
So you can hit this guy, or attempt to.
Let's go for it.
I'm done.
Cast at what?
No. You have to hit first. You have to hit with a melee attack.
Oh,
So attack.
first, like longsword.
Yes, you have to have a hit. It's like when you hit you. No. Do we know what that means?
We know exactly what that means.
Yeah, you know what that means.
Oh, I know what that means because I had to deal with it last week.
All right. So the crit fail happens with slashing. Rip. Your pack splits, emptying its contents onto the floor. So that was so off that your pack splits apart, and all of your equipment that you're carrying hits the floor. Could have been worse.
Thank God it wasn't his pants.
He doesn't. It's integrated armor, so he doesn't have anything to rip. All right. Namia's gonna take a shot at this person up here, knowing that she can get her sneaky beaky attack stuff.
Yeah.
Sneaky beaky.
Sneaky
Sneaky
beaky.
Short bow. However, she does miss. Unfortunately.
I missed.
And
he's dead because he's dead because I dropped him in a turn.
He is out of the turn order. So the hobgoblin's going to take a shot at the paladin. A two-handed attack and a miss. Paladin's got. That hobgoblin's not doing a good job. And now it is the bard's turn. Let me see what the bard has available.
Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
You know, I'm not gonna burn his spell slot, so we're gonna do a rapier attack against the hobgoblin.
Okay.
And that is unfortunately, that's a miss, believe it or not.
That's a miss?
They got.
Well, then again, I haven't had to experience that yet because I've been using
They are wearing chainmail and have a shield, so.
Shit.
Oh wait. No.
Wait.
He did a two-handed attack. He had to drop his shield. That is a hit, actually.
Wait, wasn't the two-handed the chieftain though?
No. If you look right above, two-handed against the
Okay.
That was the longsword, two-handed. See the one that I just did?
Yeah.
Right above this? Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure.
8 points. Thank you for keeping me honest, but that is correct. So he is hurt. That was a very good shot from the part that was like, whoa, I was dead. No, now I'm not. So
I was only mostly dead.
I
Yep.
was only kind of dead.
All right. Erky will step over here on the edge of the pit.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay,
And
I'll have to keep a notice of that for the next turn because I forgot about the clones.
And being out of spell slots, we'll do a club attack.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a hit. And actually, Erky's club came in handy, and he killed the hobgoblin.
And I forgot to notice the clones that I had made, 5 minutes, like 10, 20 minutes ago.
Hadn't been that long. Each turn of combat is 6 seconds.
No, that's what I meant like earlier.
Yeah. So, yeah. How does that? Yes. Go ahead and roll a 1d20 because you had it up there, so I should have had you roll. We'll retcon that. We'll retcon that 9 points. So you have to roll a 6 or higher on a 1d20. That is not it.
He hit me anyways, so
yeah.
it didn't really.
Yep. That's fine. Good. That's I don't mind doing that. for something. It's just these are all new abilities and stuff, so that's fine.
Yeah, this is all new stuff that we haven't used before. So
Nyx, you have an enemy that's next to an ally. You do have sneak attack ability, just reminding you.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever came up with the GIF from you get into the Shadow Realm, nice.
That was Flutter's idea. Also,
yeah.
for those who are worried about what the whole thing with Recon, don't worry, it didn't happen.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It didn't matter in the end, anyways. So.
You can't see it, but I I put a GIF on the screen.
I'll probably see it later.
Oh no! Wait, hold on. That's the wrong one. Delete message.
Give me a second. Character sheet.
Well, I got the.
Here we are. This is the one. This is the one that I posted. Here we go. This one.
Hey, don't even worry about it.
That's it. Time change.
All right. What you doing, Nyx?
Give me a sec. Testing out something. There we go.
Oh boy. Luckily, I still got clones to worry about. So I think it's until he hits them, that's when they start disappearing.
So I'm going to move here. So goes there, move one space over.
Alright.
Let me swing at my rapier.
Better.
That is a hit.
Nice.
Damage.
Oh.
And that is rolling a 2d6. Very good. Yeah, that does some pretty robust damage to the Goblin Chieftain.
Okay, I'm gonna take a guess.
Oh no. I just remembered about his spells. You know what that means, right?
It's time to crit fail with a quarterstaff.
Fuck.
Fucking quarterstaff.
All right, so I'm gonna start with the two-handed variant.
Get that GIF I made. What I found.
Say again?
Yeah.
I'm just showing off the new GIF I got for sneak attack.
But I really liked the old one though.
Oh, that
The old one was fucking hilarious.
The old one is making a comeback. This is just a temporary one till I spruce up the old one.
Hey, let me show Sentaimaster what the original one was.
Oh my god, it was fucking hilarious.
Oh dear.
Oh, Sentaimaster, trust me, it's absolute genius.
Oh, just to.
I've got it available if you want to see it.
Hey, I got it.
And don't mind what I'm doing in the chat. I'm just gonna test my gift to make sure.
My Google who's stronger?
Nope. Oh yes, it did. There. There's the gift. Just.
Oh, that's good.
Episode. That's from Jigglypuff. I know it's from the Jigglypuff episode. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Who cares? Still funny.
Okay. So let's hope this doesn't go as horribly as last time.
It's going to be a critical hit. Watch this, and you'll be like, it'll redeem you from last time.
Obviously, two-handed because that does more damage. So.
Not a crit fail, but a miss.
I mean, I'm more okay with it missing than being a crit fail.
At least it's not a crit fail.
That's what I'm happy. That's what I'm happy about.
Also, hey, use the GIF I found you.
Hey.
Well, yeah, because it made sense. Okay.
Did you say was hit by a smooth criminal?
And more like he was hitting a smooth criminal. Anyway, I believe it's the goblin.
The chieftain.
It is.
Turn.
And he lowers his weapon for a moment and says, "Hold. I wish to parley."
Okay.
He doesn't want to parsnip.
He wants to talk. Okay.
He says, I am not, said, I am a proud chieftain, but there is no one left to lose face in front of. So if you will allow me to leave, I will give you some information that might be useful to you.
I mean, it might be better for us right now because that might actually be better because we might need the information.
Agreed.
So yeah, that's fine.
So he sheaths his weapon. Does everyone else in the party agree before I pull this out of combat?
Yes.
Basically, I'm just putting my core step down, like using it as I'm basically trying to hold myself up because I'm obviously at like a third of my HP right now. So.
All right, we are out of combat.
Which means it's time to switch the music.
Yes, back to our dungeon music.
Whew.
There we go. So basically, he says, "Here's what I can tell you," and he says, a lot of this is a lot of this you know.
Yeah.
And he tells you that there's a wicked human called Bellic, a spellcaster.
Of course.
He tends an enchanted garden and harvests fruit from something called the Gulthius tree, but they speak of it only. But it's spoken of only in terrified whispers. The enchanted fruit grows on the Gulthius tree.
Mm.
And he tells you about how the midsummer fruit restores vigor and how the midwinter fruit steals it.
Yeah.
And how Bellic gives them fruit to sell on the surface. He walks over to this potted plant. And as he goes over, you see it's very black sapling. And it starts moving. It's obviously alive, but it can't move because of how it's potted into the pot. Because this is a twig blight. They live in the level below with the Gulthius tree, and are dangerous. So that's something you didn't know.
Right.
The human adventurers that we caught over a month ago were captives with me for a while. I had them until I had to take Talgan, Sharwin, and Sir Bradford and remove them and take them to Bellic because that is what he wanted.
Right.
Where is this?
Curious. Do you know why he wanted them?
Well, all he said is he wanted the living prisoner sent down to him, down to the Twilight Grove.
So what you're
in a
telling
fit
us...
in a fit of anger, I slew Talgan.
Oh.
Oh.
So only Sharwin and Sir Bradford have been taken down to the Twilight Grove.
Do you have the ring that Talwin wore?
Yeah. Do you have the signet ring by chance?
He looks down to his hand, and you do notice at that point he's wearing the Talgan's gold signet ring. He actually will, as he is surrendering kind of to you guys, not surrendering, but getting able to leave. He does. Who wants to take the ring? He will hand it over.
Me.
I'll do it.
Next.
Okay. Nick's called it. So this is what you have, and I will put it in local if you want to put in your thing. Remember, it does have a value to it, but remember, this is a quest item that you are. It's one of the things you are looking for. It has the Hukriel family crest, worked into it. There is also a large chest right here.
What the?
Where's the large chest at?
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think if we even should look in the chest because of him. Because what just happened, because of what just transpired here.
And I think Nick's asked, where is this? And he says, well, down the shaft.
Right. Shaft.
Shut your mouth.
He's just talking about shaft.
Is it long?
Amazing.
Is it hard?
Phrasing.
Amazing.
I mean, well, we should heal up first, because I mean, a lot of us are kind of low at the moment.
You know, I'm also going to. So there are bodies. If you want to do any kind of investigating of the bodies, once he is gone, once he tells you what he knows and gives you the ring, he says, if that'll be all, I will take my leave.
That will be all. That's all we need to know. That's all we needed to know.
So he actually walks out and goes out of view, and you don't see him any longer. So there are bodies still of, like, the advisor. I moved him for combat, and there's 3 hobgoblins and a commoner here.
Yeah. So now that he's gone, do we want to go through that chest? I literally wait till he left, and then I'm just like, okay.
And there's actually, so again, there's 3 hobgoblins in the room that are dead, and this goblin that was the advisor.
You know what? I'll look through the advisors, see if he has anything first.
All right. Roll an investigation check.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
That's actually good enough. It's pretty easy to find. He doesn't have them hidden anywhere.
Right.
He has 3 keys.
Oh.
Actually, no, he has 2 keys.
I would add that into equipment, I believe, correct?
Yep. Just you can you can do goblin key 1, goblin key 2. It's fine.
I'm just gonna put 2, and then I'm going to say goblin key.
2 keys.
Yeah.
They might be used. They may be used for the cells they are holding.
So yeah,
their
let's
captives.
hold on to those. So let's hold on to those, and then we'll see if they're useful later. All right. So now about this other.
He said to go down the shaft, right?
Well, let's check the. We should probably check the chest first to see if anything's in there.
If I may make a suggestion, perhaps we would rest.
Actually, no, you didn't just finish resting, did you?
No, we hadn't rested at all.
No, yeah, you did though. You can use hit die, but remember you rested, and didn't you rest in this little area down here? The area that was
how long has it been since then?
Not long. I mean, you came out, attacked the goblin room, and you're here. It's been maybe at the most. It's been like an hour.
We didn't rest at all.
We didn't rest. No, we didn't rest because remember we said that we were going to wait until next time where we could do a full long rest.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
So it is. I would say at this point it's possible. I will let you guys do a long rest if you wish to do that before you head down into the shaft. Now, what are you guys doing? Anything with the chest? Are you doing anything with there's other bodies here?
Perhaps I should. Might I suggest Namiya checking the hobgoblin's body, since she's good at looting dead bodies.
Apparently.
That's stereotyping, Paladin.
Why
do we rogues always stereotype that looting bodies?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Now I will put this in, and she still has stuff on her thing, so we're going to put this in there too. I'm going to put it so you guys understand what she finds, because I'm running her. She will show you.
Yeah.
One of the hobgoblins has wears silver earrings with moonstones.
Of course.
And they are worth 20 gold pieces each.
Damn.
So I will put that in her sheet in her inventory of things that she's carrying for the party.
All right.
And of course, it's the female who finds the silver earrings.
And also finds another wears a matching necklace. Which you kind of wonder, maybe they were together. You never know. You might have killed a happy couple. I'll put those both in her inventory slots for party disbursements later.
Right.
All right. So there are 2 doors. There are. Do you guys want to do anything with the chest before you take your long rest?
Yeah, let's
obviously
check
we should
the
open
chest
it.
real quick. Yeah, let's all. Don't just go for immediately opening it because that thing could be trapped.
Fair enough. Would Nix like to check if the chest is booby trapped?
We've danced this dance before, Gears. You know what happens.
Roll.
I'll try and check the chest, but
Roll an investigation. Roll an investigation check.
don't blame me if I'll go boom.
Yeah, you notice actually there is a small needle trap that's inside the lock.
And this is why we don't just open stuff randomly.
If you want to use your thieves' tools, you can potentially disarm it.
Go for it.
That's it. Disarm the trap.
Okay, you don't believe you disarmed it. Would you like Namiya to give it a try?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's pretty confident she has not disarmed the trap either.
So how can I don't think anyone else can try to do this either, can they?
Any character can try to remove the needle from the lock at this point.
I am not doing that because I only have 7 hit points left and I don't know how hard this thing hits.
Okay.
I'll do it, you big babies.
All right. Roll a regular dexterity check. Just click on your dexterity.
Yeah.
All right. Not using thieves' tools. The trap goes off.
Okay. How hard is it?
It extends 3 inches straight out from the lock, and you take 1 piercing damage.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh, it's not done yet.
And roll a Constitution check for me. That is a Constitution saving throw. Sorry, Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
All right, so you take an additional 5 points of poison damage.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go after it because the fact of
But the trap has been triggered, however. So
the trap's done. So the trap's gone.
So that drops me down to how many points?
It should drop you down by 6.
yeah, just go into the green square and hit -6 and put enter. And that should take you down to 26 points.
All right.
You guys are taking a long rest, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's why I was willing to take it because we're taking a long rest, so it doesn't matter.
The thing was though, is personally I didn't want to do it because I only had like 7 hit points left.
Right.
So
Of course,
depending on how this would have hit me, it could have dropped me.
Potentially, yeah. So
well,
so the trap has been
I-
triggered
well-
on the chest.
Well, I have good news and bad news. The good news, I believe, is that the trap is disarmed. The bad news is that I have been damaged by the trap.
I mean, we'll be resting in a few minutes, so we'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I mean, as long as nothing shows up.
That's true too.
Sentry's rest.
You know what to do. Yeah, you know what to do.
So, are you guys doing anything else with the chest?
We should
I'm
probably
gonna
look through it real quick before we.
I'm gonna look inside.
Yes. Let's do that.
It's locked.
Okay, then we need to unlock it.
That will take another check with your thieves' tools. That unlocks the trap. Unlocks the chest.
Yes!
Inside the chest, and if Nick, since you opened it, if you want to put this in for disbursement, or I can put it in the Mia's sheet if you want to keep it all in one place. That is what you see inside.
I would say keep it in one. I would say keep it all in one place so we have it all together.
At this point, you're not gonna have to worry about her, because since I'm running the character, you're not gonna worry about her keeping the stuff. So.
Yeah, I know. She wouldn't keep. I know. I could trust Ulti with that anyway. She wouldn't keep the stuff there for herself, anyways. So yeah, let's keep it all in one place.
Yeah, give all to Ulti.
All right, so we are looking at taking a long rest. All right.
And I will activate eight sentries rest.
So you are. So basically, you are in your meditative state, but you can see and hear things. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, you don't have to either. So 2 people can stay up while everyone else sleeps and guard the door. Okay.
Oh.
So everyone, I'm gonna need a few moments because I've got multiple character sheets to update.
Right.
But first,
we need to do the other.
Nope. First, I need to make a secret GM roll.
That's what I was meaning. We need to do to make sure anything happens.
Marcus, I'm just kind of looking at the bolts from the grave thing.
Yep.
That spell attack counts as my sneak attack for the turn, so if I haven't used my sneak attack, it procs.
It doesn't. It's not used as a sneak attack. It is provided you haven't used your sneak attack. It's allowed. It's a. I actually did another a Google of that. That is an attack. That is considered an attack. So you get 1 attack per combat round. You can only use it. You can only use it if you haven't used your sneak attack, but it does not count as your sneak attack.
Right.
And if so, that's just a condition for being able to do it.
And he did just also show revived nature, so we do have have technically 2 people who can stay awake.
So I'm just going to be sitting on the chair, napping.
It's kind of.
Okay. You guys get an 8 hours of uninterrupted rest.
So nothing happened.
So everyone, everything seems good. The roll, you've got some luck on the wandering roll, and I will need a few moments to update.
Yep, I'm just going through and doing the same thing for my sheet because obviously I have to do a lot of just for myself.
And of course, we only need to.
So all your spell slots back. Your hit points will be up at max.
Okay, at the suggestion of our DM, from now when we enter, after we've checked for hecked any doors for traps, I will go in first since I have the highest hit points.
That's a good call. That's the role of the tank, actually. So that's
you are basically the tank of the group. I am more the like. I'm just the wizard here, so I probably should have I probably should have looked at you and said we're running in there.
All your friends disappear when you sleep.
Obviously, because at that point it's basically after the combat's over. I'm pretty sure I can just dispel them. I can dispel them at will. So
right, and
And by the way, they will be referred to as Steve, Pat, and George from now on. So.
I would have thought you would have went with Larry, Curly, and Mo.
You know what? I'm doing that. I'm going Larry Curly.
What about Shemp?
What about Shemp?
Everyone loves Shemp.
Nobody loves Shemp.
Okay. But yeah, that means now at this point I only have one new spell to test out, which I will be testing next time we get into combat because
And when everyone is done and I've updated your things, please let me know because I need to copy your tokens to move to the next map.
I was done because it only took me a couple seconds, but it's still like 3 things to update. So
anyone still updating anything?
Let me just check real quick. I'm gonna try and test out some of the newer spells to see if that
won't affect me copying your stuff and moving it over. So.
Yeah. So are your hit points back up to max, and are your and is everything else?
It looks like the hit points are.
You have that too now. Okay, that's good to know.
Well, good thing that wasn't the guiding bolt thing wasn't in an actual combat.
Yeah, but it's good to know that you have cure wounds. It's good to know that you have that now. So just
I was able to pick one more spell, and I realized that we really need more spells for healing since we can't really always rely on Arky for emergency healing. So I got cure wounds to help out with that.
The thing is, Flutter's gonna have to realize this though. Eventually, we're gonna have to tell him this at some point that he's gonna need to take a couple more healing spells as well. So we're not relying solely on Urki and your 1 cure wounds and that's it. But your cure wounds period. So because obviously he's gonna need to take.
Hiiro, you do realize that I've been in here and muted, and
I know. I know. I'm just saying you're gonna have to.
I had that, Curtis.
But yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear yourself almost die?
No.
Yeah, you nearly died.
Yeah, you the hobgoblin, the chieftain wrecked you, and then got you to 0 hit points. And on your death save, you rolled a crit fail, which a crit fail on a death save means you have 2 out of 3 of your 3 death saves are failures at that point, and 1 more you would have died. However, Urkis came in and used his last spell slot to revive you up. So
before we inevitably actually took the diplomatic route for once. And I think you tested that gift before. Yeah.
I was just double checking to be sure.
Yeah.
All right. And then everyone, if you need to do a bio drink, I need to do both those things. Take 4 or 5 minutes, and we'll reconvene back after your long rest.
I will be right back.
Hey, Flutter, check out the gift I chose for guiding bolt.
I'm not doing anything on roll 20. I can go up by myself and get it.
Nice.
Okay.
I tried looking for the one from God of War before, but I couldn't find the right one. But then I thought, oh wait, Flash throws lightning bolts. And then I came across this one and I was like, oh, that is perfect.
Tried looking for Zeus's Fury, but you couldn't find it.
So
Yeah.
And the thing is, that's not even technically the Flash who's throwing the lightning bolt.
Oh.
That's Zoom.
Oh.
Who actually caught Flash's lightning bolt and then hurled it right back at him.
Back at him. Wow. Nice.
Yeah, can you see why people think Zoom is one of the second best villains next to Dawn?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you got fucking Tony Todd voicing the guy, and that's badass.
Oh yeah.
Run, Barry. Run!
Just say when, so.
So, Sentaimaster, you enjoying being a fly on the wall currently?
Do you mean hovering above a bottomless pit?
He might be AFK because I heard.
Right. Real quick, I need to go grab a snack or so. Is that be back?
Meanwhile, next is just going to sneak up behind gears and go. Oh,
That cancel that out.
Is Sentaimaster back?
Doesn't look like it. Yeah, he was. It heard like he was having a conversation in the background.
Ah, shame.
I'm back. Flutter, are you back or just on the?
I'm completely back.
Okay, I updated your sheet with your hit points and all your spell slots and your bardic inspiration. So you are long rested at that point too.
All right.
So
Just scrolling through the chat to see what I missed.
a big fight, basically. The hobgoblin chieftain actually told you that he had Bellic, the spellcaster you've heard about that lives down below, that had asked to that the prisoners were taken to.
Yeah.
Tolgan, Sharwin, and Sir Bradford. That Bellic requested those be brought to him in the down below, and in a fit of rage, he killed Targan. And he actually he had his signet ring, and when it was just him left alive to save his life, he stopped and offered basically offered information that information that the other two were taken to Bellic, and gave over the signet ring. Nix has it right now. So one of the signet rings you're looking for to take back, you have in your possession at this point.
So it's a case of, hey, we found we found one of the signet rings. That's good. But the body belongs to dead.
But your son's dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Okay, just check.
So, how do you suppose we get down this shaft?
Well, there's a slow way and there's a quick way.
Hey, Gears, do you want to test the quick way?
There we
I
go.
would prefer not to.
What's going on?
Well, we've found there's a quick way of getting down this getting down to the lower floor. Where would like to test that, Fairy?
So the shaft has a 2-foot wall around it, and it is actually covered. The walls are covered in like knotted vines. For the purposes of climbing, they're as good as knotted rope. So you all can make it down without, and none of you can see from where you're at all the way to the bottom.
Oh, I'm pretty sure after a long rest, I potentially can change some spells out if I wanted to.
You know what? If you've read that, I'll trust you on it because I'm wizards. I am less familiar with. So
I believe that it's like after like a long rest, I'm allowed to prepare
to swap out spells in your spell prepared spells from your spell book. Yes, I believe that's the case. So and that's what the little dot by them is for. If you haven't utilized those,
I've been utilizing.
Since I just finished a long rest.
yeah, you can pick a tool proficiency or a skill and switch it out.
What to go for? I don't remember.
Oh, so random question: How far does this thing go down?
Well, you can't see from where you're at.
Okay. So there's no real way to see how far down it goes, but I did just prepare something new that could help us quite a lot with going down this pit.
Well, the vines, I don't know if you were there, if everyone's back, but the vines work as they're as thick and usable as knotted rope, which means there's no athletic checks. It's not a slippery surface.
Yeah.
So, but your movement is halved. So you're going to be
I do have feather fall though. Just
so in case like something were to happen.
Yeah, so in case anyone were to fall off the building, I could just, as a reaction, I could choose up to 5 people and basically make where they fall a lot slower.
So is the plan, are you guys just going to go down the vines? Because what I would like is starting here at being the first, and I'm going to move your token out of the way there for now. Here being the first, and I guess over here being the last, I need a marching order of how, arrange yourselves on how you're going down the shaft.
I should probably be. Hold on. I should probably be one of the last ones to go down in case.
I do believe DLBot said Gears would be going first, so I'm moving him to the first spot.
I'll be one of the last few. I'll be the last one to go down, so in case I see anyone fall, I can, as a reaction, react to it.
Who is going second then? I can move Namiya there if no one wants to take second spot.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, who's taking third?
I'll go third.
All right. And who is going after that? I guess if you want to go last, I can put Erky next.
Yeah, I'll go last, so that way I can be prepared for in case someone falls.
Okay, give me a moment to arrange the next map for in that order.
And in case I fall, because in case I fall, then I can obviously, I don't have to worry about anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So is 2. All right. So I'm going to have you on the map. You're not where I have you. I have you in order at this point, left to right, when you see the next map. And I will explain what you're seeing on the map and what the order is. And I have moved the token for visibility for you, Sentaimaster, as well. So Map change in time.
All right.
Whee! Lovely. Okay. Just gotta find where we are now. That is the map.
If you're looking, it is the far left, about midway of the map.
Hang on, let me just adjust.
You know what? Zoom out, and then I'll see us.
Aha!
There we go. I see now.
Bingo!
There we go.
All right. Let me know when. I'll wait till everyone tells me they can see it before I explain.
Well, obviously,
what.
I just have to, get down to here first so I can see the map in a higher semi-higher.
I spy with my little eyes. What I assume to be undead.
Oh.
Okay. Can anyone not see where you're at in the map?
Wait, where on the map are we?
Midway
Zoom out.
roundabout.
If you zoom out, you'll see a spot on the your light on the far left of the map, about midway, a little above midway up.
Yeah.
Okay. Midway up.
And if it all looks black to you, I can double check and make sure that you got it.
Can't see us. I just can't seem to find us.
I'm pinging. If you look on the map, I'm pinging where your token is.
Yeah, zoom all the way out. And
Oh, there we are. I see it.
All right, but you're not here. You're coming down the shaft, which is, see the dashed circle?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the shaft comes out.
Hit up right here.
And it's a while down. It's about 80 feet down that this climb is taking you.
Ooh.
So you guys couldn't see. As you get closer, you can see. As you get closer, you see that violet light that you've been used to seeing with the luminescent fungus. And I will say, Gears gets down, and Namiya gets down, and for the first round of combat, these three will be there because immediately these trees that you saw that were one of them was potted up there and alive start moving aggressively. So,
There we are. There it is. I was too far.
You know what?
Now I see it.
Now
I see us.
That I know it's like 13 minutes early, but this is bound to be a longer combat. I think we're going to call it there, guys.
Yeah, we probably should.
Into the so basically right now you're in the Grove. That's the map we're in now.
I know exactly what I'm going to call this episode. Down the shaft.
Oh, I mean,
so that's it. So if you want to do your sign off, and Sentaimaster, hang on a bit because I want to get you into a one-on-one voice chat and talk about your character right after we're done. That's why another reason why I want to kind of cut a little bit short tonight. It's a good stopping point. Good fight, guys. Well done.
Thanks.
I like that everyone's embracing their new spells and abilities. So good.
Ooh.
Good job.
Oh yeah.
I think I might have found a good gift to go with my oath of heroism.
Yeah, although that's never really popped in chat. That's just so you know what it's about, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
2002 He-Man for the win!
Woo!
I popped in a description for the revived as well for Nick's on your sheet, just so you had it for reference.
Anyway, but yes, people, that is going to do it for us this week here on the Rising Legends. It's time for our sign-offs.
I have been your flamboyant flyer, Flutter 98, saying Sauron Flyers.
Scotty.
isn't it usually Hiiro that goes before me?
No, it's you. He's second to last, I think. Or third to last,
Okay, I need to come up with something on the fly. I can't even think of anything right now. I'm too tired. I've got work in the morning.
Man, you'll be dead on your feet. Revived.
Actually, to be fair, Scotty's his work is they're kind of relentless. They basically their motto is basically okay if you don't have coronavirus, go home for 2 weeks. Otherwise you stay here and work.
Well,
And
some people have
to.
And I'm pretty sure you can elaborate on that. Go ahead.
I mean, I do work in the food industry, so I don't get a break in this time of crisis.
Didn't you say you had to basically live in those
Tents.
No, that was only if it got to the point of where we had to isolate ourselves within the work. It doesn't seem to be at that point yet. But yeah, you guys enjoy your night. I've got some sleep to get to because I'm working a 4-hour shift tomorrow.
Alright.
On a Saturday of all days. Yay.
Whew. Damn.
Ciao.
Anyway, Hiiro.
So, I have been your Spirit King Hiiro, and well, I'm going to be using a giant murder ball next time.
What are D?
Oh yeah, good night, guys. Good job. I'll most likely kill you next week.
Sentaimaster?
He's probably still AFK because he hasn't said anything for a while.
Anyway, I of course have been your kind's most beloved overlord, Murder God Extraordinaire, DLBot 15. Reminding you that I'm just a passing through Toku fan. Remember that. And word to the wise people: if you fall down a long shaft, just make sure you go slowly. That came out wrong. Or did it?
That came out very wrong.
That was a Deadpool reference. Anyway, be sure to tune in later tomorrow for our next episode of the Toku Roundup. Remember, boys and girls, we're getting close to the 100 episode. And I, for one, am very excited.
Mm-hmm.
And here should be excited in particular because this week we don't have any pre-midnight close news.
Actually,
You sure?
we do.
Oh, we do.
We do.
Not a lot, but
Not a lot, but one.
Well, shit, that's to be you.
Not a lot, but fair warning, DL. One set of clothing items is extremely expensive, like in the hundreds of thousands of yen.
Okay.
But it's
but
it's for an understandable reason.
Are we talking as bad as the reading glasses?
I don't know.
Well, like I said, it's in the hundreds of thousands of yen. Like when we had those statues that one time.
Anyway. Yeah, be sure to tune in next Friday for the next installment of the Rising Legends. Ends. Don't forget to praise our meme Lord God Dan Kuroto, and of course, ciao! We'll see you all next time, folks. Take care. Oh, and stay safe during the coronavirus crap.
That's right. Isolate. Stay home if you can. Wash your freaking hands.
And more importantly, do not simply believe that everything's going to be okay, and that we should believe in a higher power to ensure that everything goes all hunky dory. Genius. JDM.
That's right. Get your info from credible sources: CDC, World Health Organization, medical professionals. There you go.
Yeah,
Good call.
Yeah. Just unless certain celebrities are actually supporting the whole thing of the quarantine of precautions such during the coronavirus. Just don't listen to them. Just don't. Where the hell did they get? I mean, where the hell would they get their medical degree?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, they probably bought it off eBay.
Wait, someone just came in the room. Is it? No coronavirus. Stay back. Ah!
Funny.
Anyway.
Oh god, oh no!
And the worst part is, it's the coronavirus with a smiley face. Anyway, take care, folks. See ya.